And the next question, I'm cheating a bit because I should have probably posted it on Reddit myself, but after all this great dialogue, I would love to know what each of you love most about working at Nadex.
You want to start, or Ben?
I'll start because clearly I'm biased. I've been at Nadex since 2011, but even prior to that, so for the few years prior to that, I was very involved with Nadex, including designing a couple of our products. What I love is what we were founded on, the founding principle. And we had the question about micro contracts and different things. For the longest time, the individual trader was shut out of the markets, right? You wanted to trade an oil contract at $1,000 a point, you couldn't do it. Nadex gave people a way to start and trade sensibly. It wasn't about big institutions and all of the abilities that they had. We were founded on that principle of opening up, democratizing the markets for the individual, but doing that in a sensible manner, meaning all defined risk. So if you put $20 on a trade, that's the most you can lose. And you know what that is before you hit the button. So many leveraged markets, and I've seen it firsthand. I mean, I go back quite a ways into the 90s. We've seen different environments where all of a sudden people lost a lot more money than they could expect. And I think that's one of the proudest things that I have knowing at Nadex. Yeah, it's trading, it involves risk. You can lose whatever you put up for a trade, but you can't lose any more than that. And that security to me is just of the utmost importance.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'll say, you know, first and foremost, it's the people. I mean, we've got an amazing team. It's just a phenomenal organization. People are just so passionate about not only the industry, but just retail trading in general. It's something I'm passionate about. I mean, I spent virtually my entire career in it. And what I like about Nadex, and kind of to piggyback on what Dan was saying, is, you know, there's for better or for worse, and it's still pervasive, this Wall Street mentality that, our product, and certainly there's the same mentality with equity options and futures. It's super risky. It's super risky, and it's kind of a pet peeve of mine that I'm passionate about because there's risk in anything, and it's up to the individual trading that account to determine what risk is right for them. And who am I to tell someone that they can't trade something or you can't have access to this? And that's, in my mind, the downfall of Wall Street, is that mentality's been pervasive for eons, that Wall Street knows better than the end user of what they need. And quite frankly, it's something that crushed the retail sector in the last financial crisis. And there were people who had access to speculation, who had access to trade price action and market direction in a similar fashion to Nadex, in a very short fashion, who did quite well because they knew the rules of the game, they knew how to do it. What we've done with Nadex is we've opened that up to retail traders. Is there risk? Absolutely. Is there risk in trading GameStop and AMC? Absolutely. But it's not for us to determine what the end user can or cannot do. We have to provide opportunity, we have to provide access, but at the same time, one of the things we pride ourselves in is we're going to educate, and we have educational content. We now partnered with an amazing, if not the best, content providers out there in Tasty Trade. Our education is in our blood. So it's not about putting people on this journey that they're just flying blind down. If you want to learn how to trade, we're going to help you learn how to trade. We're going to teach you how to use our products. We're going to teach you how to manage risk. But at the same time, we're going to afford you the access that, as a retail trader, I don't care how wealthy you are, what your bank account looks like, or where you went to school, you're going to have access to it, and we're going to grant you that access.
Wonderful.
I think that's, I'm just going to piggyback on that real quick, because I think that's one of the greatest things just about trading in general. It doesn't matter where you grew up, whatever pedigree you want to have. The market treats everybody. It involves risk. You need to understand that risk going in, but it's unbiased. It will reward and punish at the same time. It doesn't matter if you've got 17 degrees or if, like me, you never did that well in school in the first place. It's there, and we provide access to that opportunity in a sensible fashion.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, both. That wraps up our Reddit AMA questions for today, and If any of you have any further questions, drop us a line anytime. We're here.